What's going on, you guys? 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 What's going on, y'all? This be your boy, Scotty by Nation TV, and we're here for another live episode of Yes for the Mess, you guys. Yes, we are. We are here for another live one today. It's like 23 people already in the chat in 2 minutes. Okay, so like I already said, we already know how these lives go around here. The people gonna come in when they come in. So shout out to everybody that's already in the chat. What's going on, everybody? We got a couple of things to discuss today. Okay, we got a couple of things to talk about. A couple of things to discuss. Not me sounding muffled again. Hold on. Wait a minute. Okay. Hopefully I sound better. I don't know why my mic keeps on being disconnected every time I get on here. It looks like every time I get on here I'm gonna have to check my mic. I'm gonna have to check my mic every time we get on here because it's getting a little bit agitating that I sound muffled every time I get on here. It's crazy. But you know, we're here to have us a pretty decent show today. But y'all, what's going on? What's going on? What's the business? I hope you guys are sharing the video. I hope you guys are liking the video as you guys walk into the building. You know what I mean? It's Monday afternoon. It's quite pleasant outside, but it's not hot, it's not cold, it's just pretty pleasant outside today. But we're gonna have it's gonna get hot in the minute. It's gonna get pretty hot in the minute. As I continue on with what we're here to talk about. Now before we get into today's mess, we got like 34 people up in here so far. The people are coming in. I got 34 people watching, but 12 likes. Make sure you guys are liking this video as you guys are coming in. Make sure you're liking the video. Make sure you're sharing it. Make sure you're doing all of that good stuff, okay? Now, before we get into today's mess, like I said, let's talk about what we got coming up on everything that's going on this platform and platforms that I am going to appear on. Now, tonight is the Whether You Like It or Not panel. It's the Potomac edition, and it will be over on Giving You the Real Teas platform. So be on the lookout for that. Make sure y'all tune in for that tonight at 9:15 Eastern. That's tonight at 9:15 Eastern time over on Giving You the Real Teas platform. Make sure y'all tune in for that. Also on Giving You the Real Teas platform this week is Roast Review. As you guys already know, me, him, and Josiah will be roasting and reviewing this past episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Not only will we be talking about the episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville, but we will also have Mark Scott, who is the brother of Marceau and Maurice Scott, to appear on the episode of Roasted Review where he gives his side of the story. And of course, I got some burning questions. I got some opinions that I'm going to put out there. So make sure y'all tune in for that. Boys Night Out will not be back until November the 18th. We won't have another show until November the 18th. Normally we would have another show, Boys Night Out, next Friday, but because I'm going to be out of town, it won't be able to happen. So expect a new episode of Boys Night Out on November the 18th. Or whatnot. And that's pretty much it. Who Was Wrong and Young Fresh and New. They both air this weekend. Young Fresh and New airs on Saturday morning at 11:15 a.m. Central. That's 11:15 a.m. Central, 12:15 p.m. Eastern. So be on the lookout for that. It opens up with Chef Dun Dun. Okay, I filmed the third episode of Young Fresh and New today. Let's see. And Who Was Wrong will also be airing on Sunday at 11:15 Central Time, 12:15 Eastern Time. And Forrest Rocks will be the very first person. So we're going to open up Who Was Wrong with Forrest Rocks. So make sure y'all tune in for that, y'all. All right. We got 22 likes, but 45 people watching. Get them likes up, you guys. So we're about to go ahead and get this thing started. We're about to get this thing cracking. So let's talk about what we got talking about, what we got to talk about today. I see a lot of my moms up in here. I see Catherine, I see Andrea, I see Mo, um, Chef CC. I see a lot of my mods up in here today. Make sure y'all keep this live clean. Make sure we keep all the trolls up out of here. Make sure that the people behave in their chat. I gotta make one adjustment because I forgot to put this live on subscribers only. So let me go ahead and fix that real fast on my laptop. Let me fix that because I forgot to make this a subscribers only. And I forgot to turn on my monetization. Okay, let me go ahead and fix that real quick. Boom. There you go. All right. That's that on that. Okay. So y'all ready for the mess today? So let's go ahead and get into the mess for today. Yes, indeed. Okay. We're like where we at? We're like 17 subscribers away from me being at 37.8K, meaning I'm less than 300 away from being at 38K. So let's help me get there. Okay, let's help me get there. Make sure you guys are subscribing. Make sure you're liking the video. Make sure you're doing everything you need to. Okay, so we're about to go ahead and get this thing started. Okay, we're about to go ahead. We got 63 people watching and 31 people liking the video. Make sure y'all are liking the video. All right. Now it's time for the mess. Let's start off with the very first story of the day, and that is Miss Monica and Kodak Black. Now, as of lately, there have been a lot of stories going around about Monica and Kodak Black. There's been a lot of stories going around and stuff like that. And stuff like that from the time they saw her on pictures with him, and just seeing them on social media together and stuff like that. It was a lot of stuff going around, a lot of stuff being said, a lot of stuff being talked about. Now, first things first, everybody knows that Monica been hanging around these guys like Kodak Black for whatever reason. You already know she's like a fairy godmother to these rapper dudes. I don't know why, but yeah, that's what that's what she's doing. That's what she been doing. Being a fairy godmother to these folks. And he was at her concert, giving her flowers and stuff. Like just doing all kinds of stuff that made people think that she was sleeping with him. Now, I never thought that she was sleeping with him. Never thought that she was dating him. I always just thought that this is one of those things where she's, being, a big sister to another one of these rappers because she's known to do that. I mean, she did that with Kevin Gates, and people was questioning that. Anytime Monica is sitting around here being around all these rapper dudes and stuff like that, they always suspect or think things in regards to that. So apparently recently, about 2 or 3 days ago, Monica and Kodak probably, I think they spoke on whether or not she was dating Kodak Black or not. Now this comes from complex.com. Now it says that days after Monica celebrated her birthday by going on a alleged date with Kodak Black, the R&B legend is shutting down rumors of a budding romance. Monica took to Twitter on Thursday to set the record straight about her and Kodak. Bill and Shimmy My Heart, she wrote, referring to Kodak by his real name, Bill Capri. They know they can trust me with whatever and never have to doubt me. Not every relationship is about messing or dating. I hang with their moms because I'm their age. LOL. I'm gonna forever love and support and encourage them. They don't play about me. In the subsequent tweet, she wrote, "Life's too short, and so is my attention span for foolishness." Laughing my ass off. Earlier this week, Monica, who is age 42, sparked rumors of a budding romance with Kodak, who's 25, after sharing photos of the pair on an alleged date. On one pic, Monica was seen stepping into a Maybach on a date, kind of nervous, she captioned the post alongside a winking emoji. While fans began speculating who Monica was out with, the singer revealed the identity of the mystery man by posting a selfie of her and Kodak Black. The image featured Monica holding a Birkin bag, which appeared to be a birthday gift from the Florida rapper. Thank you at Kodak Black. Okay. Now let's see if I can pull up a picture. Let's see if I can pull up a picture. Okay, let's see if I can pull up a picture. Let me go to Twitter real fast. You guys. And while I'm looking up that picture of them two that they're talking about, we're about to go ahead and get into it. Let me see if I can pull up a picture on Twitter, child. Because I know the picture's on Twitter. I know it is, honey. I know a picture's up there because a lot of people been confused and shit. A lot of people been confused. But we gonna get into some things really quick. Let's pull up this picture. Let me see. Kodak Black. Come on, bruh. Went out on a date. Let's see if it'll pop up, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Ugh. Where is it at? Okay, there we go. There go one right there. So let me share my screen, y'all. Let me share my screen. Let me share my screen so y'all can see. Okay. Now that I got it, I'm finna share my screen so you guys can see everything, okay? Let me take this overlay off so y'all can see. Okay, so that's the picture that they're referring to. That's the picture that they're referring to. They was talking about Monica being out on a date. You know, she was in a Maybach. You know, he took her out, gifted her with a Birkin bag for a 42nd birthday, and all that stuff. Now that's what they were talking about. Now she pretty much denied the rumors. He pretty much denied the rumors and stuff like that. You know, everybody was talking about it. Everybody felt a way about, you know, her being out with Blueface, being out with Kodak Black. You know, I think he got a pass with assault on women and stuff like that. Like people have been, you know, been chatting about that. They all looking at her crazy, like, why the hell are you, you know, out here frolicking around with this dude? Like, why are you even out here doing it? You know what I mean? And I don't be understanding Monica sometimes myself. Y'all know that I'm a huge fan of hers. Y'all know this already. Y'all already know that my name, Mr. Still Standing, was inspired by a Monica album pretty much. So y'all already know that. But like, I don't know what the fuck she be thinking. Um, but she said that she be hanging out with Kodak Black mama. But when did you start hanging out with his mama? And when did y'all start being all chummy? Because my whole thing is like, okay, I get you, Monica people. That's a parent. We know that she knows a lot of people. But when did she start knowing him? And when did they come so goddamn close? It's just like when she started getting real close to what's his name, Kevin Gates. All of a sudden, they started getting real picture with him and shit like that, and everybody was thinking that something was going on. Then child, and she's always somebody's auntie. She always somebody's auntie. And my thing with Monica is she can sit up here and frolic around with some damn Kodak Black and all this other stupid shit, but won't put out an album to save her fucking life. Okay? Won't put out an album to save her fucking life, but she out here, you know, entertaining, you know, people like Kodak Black. Like, what are you thinking? Like, and now you finna hear me going off on her as a fan because, girl, you've been sitting up here promising us this damn album of yours for the last 3-4 years and it ain't came out yet. And you're out here doing photo shoots for Instagram and out here messing around, hanging around with Kodak Black and being everybody's ghetto auntie all the damn time. Where's the music? Where's the music? That's what we want to know. Where's the music? Because I don't give a fuck about none of this. Where's the music? Where's the album? When is it coming out? Friends with Ty Dolla Sign has been out since July. Where's the album release at? What you gonna do? Drop a single every damn year before you put out an album and we ain't gonna give a fuck about it? What's going on, girl? When I tell y'all I'm sick of Monica, I'm so sick of her. She do everything but the right thing. I'm so tired of her. Like I've done all that I could do. I'm sick of her with the fuck shit that she be doing. Like she way too in touch with the side of her that don't nobody want to see. Like girl, grow up. You feel what I'm saying? Like girl, grow up. Don't nobody care. Like get the fuck out of here. Don't nobody care about none of this. You always got to prove that you gangster all the time. that's really nothing to prove at this point. We know that you gangster. We know that you do all that good shit. We know, but we don't care. So move the hell on. You know what I mean? Just focus on your music, girl. Where is the music? That's the part I'm trying to figure out. Where is the fucking music? Because don't nobody give a fuck about this. I swear don't nobody care. Where's the music, Monica? Like, where the fuck is it? I'm sick of it. Now, not only was she under fire about this Kodak Black stuff, but she's also under fire about her recent Halloween costume. Now, apparently she's been under fire and receiving backlash because she dressed up as Lisa Left Eye Lopez for Halloween. And I didn't see nothing wrong with that. I didn't see nothing. I didn't see anything wrong with this costume. I didn't see nothing wrong with her going as Left Eye because number one, she knew them. Like Monica has a relationship with those girls. She knew them already. So I don't see what's wrong with it at all. Like I think that people are overly sensitive about stuff, and that's nothing to be sensitive about. My thing is I don't understand why is it so sensitive. Like, why is everybody so upset because she decided to do a Lisa Left Eye Lopez costume? I'm trying to understand why are y'all mad? Like, folks find any reason to be mad about something. What are we mad about? Cause I just like when I first saw Monica do that, when I first saw the post last night, I said, "Oh, she did the damn thing." But she killed that shit. She really did. So, and I didn't even realize people were feeling any type of ways about that. I didn't see anything wrong with that. Like, period. A lot of people reenact that particular image of Left Eye. You know what I'm saying? That's one of her most famous one of her most famous ones. Like that's the one that everybody celebrates. For whatever reason, everybody celebrates it. So my whole thing is I didn't see nothing wrong with it. I think that everybody's reaching. That's just what I think about it. Everybody's reaching. Everybody's mad for no damn reason. Okay, so what is it? Like why are we mad about this? Is it because she's in jail or what? And you can say she look a mess all you want to. It's not about her looking a mess. They're mad about the costume itself. They're not mad because she look a mess. They're mad about the costume. But at the end of it all, it could be one of her worst moments, but it's one of her one of her famous moments. We got to be real about it. It's one of her worst moments, but that's one of her most famous moments when she burnt the damn house down. Like everybody remembers that. That will be forever cemented in pop culture history that she burnt down Andre Rison's house. It is what it is. Everybody knows about it. Everybody knows it. People use that image every time they trying to prove a point. So I mean, it is what it is. It happened. So the fuck what? It happened. And she did it. And on top of that, I don't people too sensitive for me. Like I don't see nothing wrong with this. I don't. It's a Halloween costume. I really want people because people want to be mad about this, but are y'all saying anything about these folks going in Halloween as Jeffrey Dahmer and shit like that? Like what? What's good? People going out as Jeffrey Dahmer and shit. Do y'all be mad about that? This ain't really nothing to be mad about. People reenact different looks, different things every single day for Halloween. Every year they reenact something. People reenact New York and how she got eliminated the second time on Flavor of Love and shit like that. So it is what it is. I really don't see nothing wrong with this. And it is what it is. And don't call me dense. Don't call me dense. Please don't. Don't call me dense. I said what I said. I don't see nothing wrong with this. Period. Ain't nothing wrong with it. And I didn't see nobody get dragged for Jeffrey Dahmer. Just because you saw it don't mean I saw it. I didn't see it. Which is why I got the opinion that I got. I ain't see it. I, for one, don't see nothing wrong with this. What's the big deal? Why are we upset about it? Like I said, this is just something for people to be upset about. Something for people to cry about. It ain't even that deep. I don't even know who Queen Op is, so never even heard that person. Me being a Monica stan ain't got nothing to do with what I'm talking about. Nothing. I literally just got through dragging Monica for not having her album out and sitting up here frolicking around with Kodak Black, and you want to sit up here and talk about Monica stands and shit like that. That ain't even what it is. Nicole Marley, you can get your ass out of here. That's what you can do. Don't come up in here trolling. Why y'all talking about 95? 95 really didn't say anything off the wall. If Beyonce did this costume, I think she would have got dragged. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think she would have got drugged. But for whatever reason, it is what it is. Why I don't agree with whoever oh yeah. Yeah, 95 shouldn't have been timed out at all. 95 shouldn't have been timed out. Is there a way for y'all to reverse that? Probably not. However, we're gonna move on to the next because it is what it is. Let me move on to the next thing. Um Hopefully she comes back because I don't agree with 95 being timed out, child. I don't, because I don't think that was necessary. We're gonna move on to the next topic though. Let's see. What's next? We're gonna go into Ashanti. Let me get this off of here. We're gonna go into Ashanti and Irv Gotti. Now, as you guys already know, Ashanti and Irv Gotti been speaking on Ashanti for years now. For many, many years, he been speaking on Ashanti. He been talking about Ashanti. He been dragging her name through the mud. He just been saying all kinds of crazy stuff about Ashanti and all that good stuff. Like, he been doing her bad. Like, talking about their relationship, making it seem like they were just sleeping together, and that's why she's who she is at this particular point. You know what I mean? Like, that's what they're doing. And for a long time, Ashanti would not respond, even when they did the Murder Inc. story, which I wish Ashanti would have participated in to tell her own, speak on her own narrative, because they did try to make it into a Ashanti bashing session on some parts of this. At least that's what it came across to me. So it was kind of crazy. It was kind of crazy to me that they were doing that. So now Ashanti goes on the Angie Martinez show, and she decides that she wants to tell her story. And I, for one, was glad that she decided to go on Angie Martinez and just, tell her side of the story, because Irv has controlled the narrative for a long time now. And I really feel like at this point, it's about time for Ashanti to get up and tell her side of the story, because all Irv is trying to do is make her look like a complete tramp that slept with him for a record deal, slept with him for a bunch of hit records, and that's that. So, um, and I never felt like that was true. I ain't saying that Ashanti was innocent or anything like that. I ain't saying that she was above, reproach or anything like that. But I never just thought that it was anything that Irv made it out to be, or maybe he was into her more than she was into him. That's how it came across. So what we're gonna do is, because I already got it at that particular point, we're gonna listen along with Angie Martinez and Ashanti, and hear what she had to say in regards to Irv Gotti and the things that he said about her. So we're gonna listen to this a little bit, and we're gonna go there. Okay, we finna go there. My Bluetooth speaker is already ready, and that's it. So let's talk about it.
Y'all wait.
Oh, wait. There's an ad. Hold on, y'all. There we go.
Take me back to like young Ashanti.
Mm-hmm.
How did this even? I mean, what would is there anything you want to clear up about his version of the story? Because like I said, you never really talked about it, and the fact that he has so clearly said that there was a relationship there was love there. He talks about being hurt, seeing you and Nelly for the first time. I don't know. Do you want to say anything about that, or you want to just
think
let
that
his?
Irv definitely has his side and his version. I think that sometimes when like you may think that it's something and the other person knows that it's not, and you manifest this thing into something big and it's really not that. And then when that person finally realizes that it's not that, it turns them into a completely different person.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? So I feel like Irv has flat out lied about a lot of things. And the crazy thing is, like, when we were in a good space, a positive space, like, pillow talk is a dangerous thing. You know what I'm saying? And there are so many things that, like, I know, and there's so many things that, like, and for a long time and probably forever, like, I don't have the desire to expose certain things. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy. I'm in a different space, and I feel like, I operate at a very different vibration than him. I don't play in the mud. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I let that sit down there, and I'm over here. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to bring someone down to make myself feel like, yeah. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need that. And I feel like, again, that control, when you lose the reins and, well, let me, you know what I'm saying? Then it gets into that. And let me start making up lies. I hate when he tells the story about, Ashanti's not loyal and she didn't support during the trial. When clearly you see me at the trial. Clearly you see me on every single newspaper. Clearly, I was shooting John Tucker Must Die in Canada. Ironically, we're in Canada right now.
I could actually pull up video of you and I doing an interview.
Where you tell that story. We're having this same conversation, basically. Yeah. And legally, my contract, I was not allowed to leave the country. I left like 3-4 times. We weren't even speaking at that time, but I left because I was supportive. You know what I mean? And it's weird. It's very weird that when you know you're lying and you just keep lying. You know what I'm saying? And that's where it becomes a little scary and a little mental, because it's like, dog, we could see. I believe that there is a, what do you call that? Not a caricature. When the lady paints or does the drawing in court. So it's me, Jay, Ja on the first pew. Is it called a pew?
I think so. Bench.
The first bench.
In the row.
At the court. The row. The seats at the court. I believe it's in like the museum, like the New York Museum or something. But like you
were disconnecting from wanting to be in that business and in that relationship at that point. No?
So there was a time, and it's so funny because I think I saw this on Twitter the other day. There was a time that the label as a whole decided to change the name from Murder Inc. to The Inc. for corporate reasons, business, you know what I'm saying, partnerships.
I saw that in the doc as well.
Yeah, politically, I didn't see that right. part. But it was, everyone kind of agreed, let's try that, so to speak. So another one of, Irv's stories is about how, she didn't she didn't want to throw up the M's and she didn't want to be a part. She said she didn't want to be a part. I don't know if that's exactly what he said. But even with that, he couldn't even say Ashanti said she didn't want to be a part of Murder Inc. He never tells the full story. He never says why. You know what I mean?
So why?
And it's like, okay, yeah, me and Nelly were dating. Mm-hmm. Irv was salty. Irv would not let me come to the studio to record. Irv was telling everyone not to record with me. Why do I want to stay in that situation? How can I stay in that situation? Mm-hmm. You know what he said to me?
What?
He said, nah, you want to be with Nelly? Go sign a dirty A&T. We don't want you. What am I supposed to do? You know what I mean? So, and then...
Sign to dirty? Did you...
Right.
No, you weren't going to go down that road again,
no,
were you?
You know what I'm saying? And, as far as, like, throwing up the M's and all of that, it had nothing to do with wanting to... or not wanting to be associated. Because for me, it was family. Mm-hmm. I used to be up in the crack house making cheesecake. And not like a crack house, the studio. We're talking about the studio down on Mercer. They used to be rolling dice. I was in there with the sweats cooking and making cheesecakes and stuff. They rolling dice and smoking, and it was like a family thing.
Yeah.
So for me, I was just like this is weird.
How was that to see your relationship? I mean, through the eyes of Irv, because he was very detailed about how you made. What was the song that you made supposedly happy?
I'm trying to figure out what made him even say that. Was I there? I'm confused.
You don't remember this? You don't remember that story?
This at all. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I remember, where did I write happy? I wrote happy in the parking lot of CW Post College. I was actually on the way to see the Nutcracker with my aunt and my cousins in my 626 Mazda. They called it the 6 Deuce, the red.
Wow.
Yes. And I wrote happy in that parking lot at night, waiting, I think, for my cousin or somebody to show up.
Wow.
So as far as the beat goes, I know Irv and Chink did the beat. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But the story
was new to you.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to stop it right there for just a second. Now, she basically said that Irv has been lying about a whole lot of stuff. She said Irv been lying about a whole lot of stuff. He's been telling his own side of the story. There's some things that he's embellished on. And if you guys recall, when he was on Drink Champs with Noriega and the other two guys in Ja Rule, they were talking about the Happy situation and how she came up with the song Happy. He said they had been, screwing around all day. And she got up to get in the shower, and that's when they came up with Happy after they were, banging and all this other stuff. That's the story that he told. Now, Ashanti has came out here on this radio and on this podcast with Angie Martinez and basically said that that's not what happened. That ain't true. I don't know what the hell he talking about. And it is what it is. Now, before we continue on, let me let y'all know something in the chat. I don't want y'all to be timing everybody out. Only time people out because I don't want y'all banning nobody or nothing like that. If y'all gonna time somebody out, time out the right person. You feel what I'm saying? Time out the right person. Don't time out nobody unless they are being disrespectful. Like if they're just calling me names and shit, that's when you need to, time them out. People are gonna have difference of opinions anyway. Like, we're not going to always agree, but don't time anyone out unless they're being disrespectful as fuck. Because sometimes people can come up in here and be disrespectful as fuck. That's all I'm saying. Because I don't want nobody thinking that they are not allowed to say anything in the chat. Long as they're not being disrespectful, that's fine. You feel what I'm saying? But I think someone already said that 95 was timed out by mistake. They didn't mean to time out 95. It was somebody else they was trying to time out. Sometimes they can time out the wrong people by mistake. But just know that people are allowed to say whatever they want as long as they're not disrespecting me. That's all I'm saying. But shout out to my mods because they keep it on lock. They make sure that Scotty by Nature TV and Scotty Gang are protected. So shout out to my mods. I love my mods, okay? But she said that's not what happened. She wrote the song. Hold on, I got 100 people watching, but 58 likes. Y'all better get these likes up, honey. But in so many words, she said that that's not what happened. The story that Irv told about the song and how it came together, that's not true. She said she wrote that song in her car, not in the bedroom after her and Irv and smashed. Okay, so we're gonna continue on with her response to Irv Gotti. Let's continue. Oh, wait. Let me turn it up.
Yeah.
Two people could have completely
you know what my cousin calls that? Dumnesia.
Not amnesia.
Yeah.
I felt like him telling those stories about you was his way of kind of like validating how much he contributed to your music making, to the actual, because I feel like, and when I'm watching him and he's spiraling and stuff, when I'm watching him, I feel like I see somebody who's trying to like,
he wants to prove something.
What is due owed to him, and this is why, and going a little extra hard and unnecessary maybe in some points. But I felt like he's really trying to prove what he meant to your career. I mean, he uses words like, he made you, which I hate when anybody says that about anybody, because only God makes people.
Absolutely.
But I don't know, what do you credit him for in terms of your career?
That's again what separates us as human beings. I have always given Irv credit where credit is due, as far as creating beats and coming up with concepts. You know what I'm saying? Like Chink, Seven, those are the main producers that produced the majority of my records. And they would come in with a beat, Irv would sprinkle on there, or give direction or whatever. We talk about concepts. He would say, oh, write about this or write about, and I've always said that. Okay, we'll talk about a concept. I'll write the record. I'll go and I'll vocal produce myself. You know what I'm saying? So it was very weird to me that he felt like he had to stand on top of the table and beat his chest. Look what I did, guys. Because it was like, bro, nobody ever discredited you.
Right.
So why are you going that deep and that hard?
I think also because he's defending why he is entitled to have masters and do all of that. It's probably part to do with it.
It's a choice, I feel, because we haven't spoken in maybe a decade.
Really?
So
not even like text, no nothing, no through job messages.
No, I'm lying. He texted me. I want to say, I could look. I think I was like 2016 or 17 or something, to apologize for talking on radio. And I actually said he would never do it again. So that's probably the last. With me? I gotta check Angie and see if that was you.
Oh damn!
Let me see what interview was that. But I think it was like around Ja had just got out, and I think he was on like the promo tour for the church movie he did or something. And he was talking reckless, and I got a text, and I was like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? So this sudden surge of animosity, I think.
Riders, hold on, y'all. Another ad, honey. There.
I think a lot of it came from he wanted to get ratings for his documentary. I think that in my heart, I feel like Irv is just hurt, and he doesn't know where to place his hurt, and he doesn't know how to channel it as a man. And it's sad. You know what I mean? And this whole persona, he's putting on, from what I know and what I've seen, Irv comes from a beautiful family. This whole tough gangster that he's, portraying is not,
You did love him at one point, though, right?
I loved BJ. I loved Chris. You know what I'm saying? I loved Ja. You know what I mean?
Well, he portrays it like it was some big, like a grand love affair. Like it was this, like, you know.
I feel like I definitely had a genuine love for Irv because he 100% helped to change my life. You know, I had some of the most amazing times just writing records, touring, you know, making history, you know what I'm saying? Like having chemistry with somebody to write these records with, and, you know, being a female in hip hop and R&B, like it was like a perfect fit. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a girl, but I'm still a tomboy. I was always with the boys. I grew up the only girl on the block. You know what I mean? So it was like a perfect fit. So definitely, you know, and there was a period of time where he 1,000,000% was a soldier. You know, make sure Foolish is number one everywhere. You know what I mean? And it was Lior and Julie and Kev and Kaiser.
He would fight for you.
Yeah. You know what I mean? But don't get it twisted. It wasn't just for Ashanti because he was making a lot of money.
Of course. Of course.
Don't be fooled.
Of course.
You know, there was always, you know, something for self involved.
Yeah, but still, I'm sure as a young artist, a young girl, you're experiencing the success. I'm sure that is appealing.
Absolutely.
To, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I'm just trying to get in the head of like young Ashanti in that space. Like, I don't know. Do you have regret about that? Do you feel like, I don't want to say like you were taken advantage of, but like, okay, mom says he took advantage. But I'm just saying you were young and, you know, there's a lot of conversation about young women and how somebody in their life with power, you know,
flexes their power and puts pressure on.
Yeah. Do you think that was attractive to you? Did you feel like manipulated? Like, do you feel like, do you regret it? I guess this may be also another question.
There is some regret because, again, me being the gullible Susie or the naive Nancy, thinking that someone is a good person and they're coming from a genuine place in their heart, you know, sometimes I regret believing in that person. You know what I'm saying? And believing that they really meant what they said. You know, there's nothing I can do about that. I definitely feel like manipulation played a heavy part into me and Irv's situation. You know, he would say stuff like, no one wants to record with you. Nobody, you know, nobody fucks with you like that. You know what I mean? You know, he would say stuff like, you know, we're going to keep it in the family. It's in-house. And on one hand, he would make it feel like family, family, family. And on the other hand, he would tell me nobody even likes you. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to get beats from nobody. Nobody's going to give you shit. You know what I mean? And it was hard because that gullible little Susie, why? How come? But I don't even know them. Why they don't like me? You know what I'm saying? And growing and becoming a woman and more mature, then you start to reflect on certain things, and it's like, oh, that's what was going on. And then when I did start to evolve and get in the studio with certain producers, I would hear all the time, yo, we always reached out. We always wanted to fuck with you. You know, we thought you didn't want to fuck with us. And it was like, wow. You know, and it's crazy because me and Ja, I think it was the night before he went to jail, we had like a 3-hour conversation and we both found out so much stuff. And from that moment, we had become closer than we ever were.
Wow.
And I just feel like sometimes people conquer and divide and keep people separate to do what they want those people to do. You know what I mean? So
okay, y'all. So I guess we can stop it right there for just a second. So in so many words, she's basically saying that she was being naive. She was being a naive Nancy, not really, knowing what's really going on. She was sitting up here being gullible, thinking that someone has her back when they really don't have her back. That's where she's at with it. I don't know. I see a couple of y'all in the comments. Some of y'all are not buying this at all, but that's her truth that she's telling. That's her truth. It's a lot. Because if you listen to this interview, she really goes into depth about a lot of things that went down between her and Irv Gotti, and we're going to listen to a lot of it, you guys. We're going to be here for a minute, so just keep it strapped in, keep it strapped on. We got 114 people up in here, 71 likes. Let's get me to 100 likes, you guys. Come on now. I know y'all can do better than that. Let's go. We're about to go ahead and get into this thing again. We're going to continue on with what Ashanti has to say in response to everything that Irv Gotti has had to say about her for the last couple of years. Let's get into it again.
Like there was some manipulation, there were, oh, man. I mean, I don't even know if I should say this. There were threats. There were threats. Me dealing with Nelly. There was death threats. Wow. I mean, I don't know how serious they were because, again, you try to personify this person that you're really not. But when towards you're saying, not towards me, towards who I was dealing with, you keep doing that. Yeah. So manipulation definitely played a part. Power, flexing, throwing your weight around. You know what I mean?
I just wonder when you snapped out of that. Was there a moment where you're like, yeah, this doesn't work for me anymore?
I think for me, there were conversations that we had. Irv had said stuff to me like, yo, I don't make mistakes. I'm never wrong. I've never made a mistake. And I think that's when I started to be like, that's dangerous. Because if you really believe that, you're crazy. When I recorded my last album on Universal, The Declaration, I did everything by myself. He took a large percentage and did absolutely nothing. Me and Chris became cool, and Chris was coming to the meetings and, stuff brother. Like that. Yes.
Gotti.
The
other Gotti.
Yeah, the good Gotti.
Is that what you have, a good Gotti and a bad Gotti?
But at that moment, it became, his feelings were more important than the business. And I think that shows true for a lot of his decisions. The downfall of Murder Inc. His emotions and stuff did not allow him to function and run the label like, a functioning strong man would. You know what I mean? So I feel like around then when I went independent and realized that, there was no purpose, for us to do business. That's when I was like, oh, okay. He's not the person that I thought he was. You know what I mean? It's very contingent, So, that had to be probably after the declaration. But what's so sad is, again, I think I saw him at a basketball game, him and his son. I want to say this had to be in like a 2017, 16, somewhere in that vicinity. And he came over to me and he hugged me and he was like, yo, what's up? Good to see you, whatever. Hey, what's up? How you been? Oh my God, this is, I think it was JJ, hugged his son and everything. And I felt like, okay, maybe we could be peaceful and cordial. You know what I mean? And then, the evil texts started coming in, and then it's just like, that's when I had to just accept that he was just on a different path than me. You know what I mean? And I had to kind of like fall back.
Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I ain't mean to do that.
You could try. Again, I'm very forgiving. I'm a Libra. I'm about peace. I used to text him white flag emojis. I'm dead serious. I'm random white flag emoji. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, we've accomplished so much. It doesn't make sense for you to have this much hate for me. Like, I genuinely, in my heart, I believe that Irv wishes death on me. 1,000,000%.
Oh no.
Okay, now this is the part where it got kind of scary for me when she said that she feels like Irv wishes death on her. And to be honest, if we're being completely honest here, I wouldn't be surprised if he did. I wouldn't be surprised if I honestly would not be surprised if he did because of the way that he acts. Like, he really acts as if he hates Ashanti. Like, the way he speaks of her with a lot of disgust. He speaks of her as if he really can't stand her. As if he really can't stand her or whatever. Like, straight up. Like, he really does that. He really acts as if he doesn't he really can't stand her. Like, he detests her, like, completely. Like, he detests her straight up. Like, it's just the sound of his voice and the tone of his voice when he talks about her. It's really like a love affair that went wrong. You know what I mean? Like, you can really tell that he really don't see it for her at all. And it's really sad that she feels that way. It's sad that she feels that way, but at the same time, he gives her a reason to feel like that. Like, he really does give her a reason to feel like, you the type of dude that'll sit up here and wish death on me. Like, you hate me so much, you'll wish anything bad on me, bro. Like, that's the type of vibe that he be giving. And can't nobody say that he don't be giving them vibes, because he really do. Like, he really walks around here with a chip on his shoulder, really be upset. Like, he really can't stand that girl. Like, he really can't stand Ashanti. And it's really sad that he can't stand her like that. That's the way it comes across. And I really feel bad for Ashanti when she said that it comes across like he really hates her and he wished death on her. Like, that was crazy. But we finna continue, y'all.
1,000,000%.
Really?
1,000,000%.
That's horrible.
It's crazy. And that's why I feel like accepting that I was once a person that respected him and, had genuine love and, appreciated and, loved the work ethic and all the things that we've done. That's where I feel like, wow, so maybe I was wrong.
Well, the interesting thing is, though, this is like a mixing business and pleasure problem, right? Mm-hmm. So when the personal relationship is no longer serving you.
But see, let's clear this up.
Okay.
We're not going to say relationship. We dealt with each other, but having was Irv my boyfriend? Was I his girlfriend? Never.
Really?
Never. So,
was he married? He was still married at the time, right? He was married.
That's my point. Irv had several girlfriends.
Y'all heard that? Y'all heard that? Okay, now for a long time, we were under the impression that nothing ever happened between Ashanti and Irv Gotti. Nothing really happened, because that's the way she put it. But she said, did we deal with each other? Yes. But was I ever his girlfriend? No. Irv had a lot of women. So, Irv, you had a lot of women. So why you so stuck on Ashanti? If you had so many women around that time, why you so stuck on her? Why you can't get her out of your system? Like, why is it that you be so hard up on her, but you had other women at the time, and not only did you have other women, but you had a wife. So why you be so hard up on her? What did she put down? But then again, like Ashanti said, when my man leave the house, I know he's coming right back. I got that good. I got that good. Like, that's what she said. But she pretty much said, we dealt with each other, but I was never his girlfriend. It was not a relationship. It was nothing like this. So basically, they was fooling around and doing all that. But she was a single woman and she was free to do whatever she wanted to. He fell in love with her. That's the difference. I think what happened was she was young. She was out there. She was doing her music, writing her records, breaking records, doing things that she really wanted to do for a mad long time. Irv was the one who gave her shot. Irv was the one who put her in the limelight. Irv was the one who pushed her out there and made her the star that she is. So, of course, she still feels indebted to her. And, she was young. She had personality. She was a star. And, he fell for her, but she didn't fall for him. It's one of those things where a person falls for you, but you don't fall for them. That's exactly what this is. He found himself to be the female of the situation. It was like Ashanti looked at Irv Gotti like Rocco said on his song, "We just be fucking around. We ain't going steady." That's what he told him. That's what she told him, right? So let's get into it. Let's continue.
By the thought, you know what I'm saying? And the label and the description.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So back to your question.
The personal relationship. Well, whatever the personal relationship, personal situation. When you take that out of the equation, what does that do to the business relationship?
For some people, you move on and you keep doing business and you keep getting money and you keep expanding your brand and you keep being successful. And for other people, you turn bitter.
How did it affect your career?
Irv got into a dark place. Like, he was blocking a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? Like, Irv was like telling DJs don't play the record. You know what I'm saying? Like,
wow.
Again, we already
he never called me and said that to me. Just full disclosure. But that's something he did factual.
Mm-hmm. And okay. Again, we already spoke about him not allowing me to come to the studio. He was just telling people, don't work with me. He was telling people, I remember when he told my stylist at the time, Rosie, they've known each other way before we did. She was his assistant before I ever was signed or came around. So they had known each other for a really long time. And he kind of was like, if you fuck with Ashanti, you don't fuck with me. And that's what he told every single person on the label, in the building. If you talk to Ashanti, if you go to Ashanti's birthday, if you support her in any way, it's fuck you. So that was like really weird for me.
Did that scare you in any way in terms of like your future? Are you worried about your career at that point?
It was scary. Mm-hmm. I will admit it. It was scary because I understood that he had power and I understood how the world viewed us together as a whole, Murder Inc. You know what I'm saying? With Irv being the head of the label and, providing all of these amazing opportunities. When a person gets in that position to flex their power, it does become scary. And it's like, okay, so if I don't agree with this and I don't like this and I feel like I'm being forced and manipulated, what do I do? Mm-hmm. How do I handle that? I still got bills. I take care of my entire family. I take care of a whole lot of people. What do I do? You know what I mean? So it's very scary. It's very scary.
You didn't let it make you want to stay, that fear?
I stayed for a while, because, when someone is consistently saying to you, you ain't shit, fuck you, you're not even fucking loyal, I made you, I made the world want to fuck you. You know what I'm saying? He would say, Purdue University.
Hold on. All these damn ads, Angie. Hold on. Wait a minute.
He would say, niggas want to fuck you because I made you look like that. I made you fuckable. In those exact words. Wow. So sometimes, and like, I'm strong, you know what I'm saying? Again, like, I grew up with boys, I was always the only female in the I was a tomboy. I had a dirt bike, so, I was strong. I still am very strong, but sometimes it would make me think about things like, oh, damn.
Did he?
And then I would have to snap out of it, because I started to trust my team more and get a team and build a team of people around me that were talking to me and explaining certain things and strengthening my battery and sharpening my sight and my tools. And, you know, like Irv wanted his accountant to be my accountant, you know. He wanted to control all my finances. You know, he wanted me to invest in, what was it, Irvin Jeffries, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, well, why? It don't say my name. It says Irvin Jeffrey, motherfucker. So
you can laugh now.
Now I can laugh, you know. But when you think about it in hindsight, it is hurtful because this is a person that you trusted and that you thought really had your best interest.
I gotta imagine that you had huge records. You were a big artist. I gotta imagine people were swarming when you became kind of a free agent, right? Did that happen at that time, or were you not free? Like, I don't really know the business, like what was happening, but I would imagine there were people who wanted to sign you, people wanted to produce for you.
I went in the studio with Dr. Dre, and it was like a really dope moment. And I went and I played records for him, and he was very impressed. And I was just, you know, I was trying to act like I wasn't nervous, you know. And
this is the first time you're out of, you're with somebody else out of the squad, right?
Yes,
you're right.
Yes.
Not just somebody,
not just
by the
somebody.
Way. Right.
I'm talking about Dr. Dre. Me and Dre were talking about a deal. And when I was talking to Irv about it, he had said something like, well, I want 90% of anything you make, like for the rest of your life, you know, like something crazy. But he was serious, you know, and I was just like, but I don't understand. You don't want me around. You told me to get the fuck away from Murder Inc. I get the fuck away from Murder Inc. I go and try to get a situation, and then you tell me, well, no, because then I want this and this and this forever. Okay, now what? Now what am I supposed to do? You know? And then
what did you do?
I got to a point where I said, you know what? I'm going to stop the music for a minute and I'm going to go to Broadway. And I did The Wiz. And I was Dorothy in The Wiz. And that was a completely different layer and avenue and opportunity and just opening to my career, you know? And it was something that it forced me to take my mind off of what was going on. You know, you got 8 shows a week, 2 matinees on Wednesday, 2 on Saturday, you know, all those lines. And it's not an Ashanti concert. It's an ensemble. So it's not like it's my fans coming. I have to be on point, you know? So that was I don't want to call it a distraction, but it took a lot out of me. And I focused solely on that. And that's why I kind of like dipped off from the music for a while, because it was so negative and it was just so vile, you know? And it wasn't good for my spirit, you know? So I didn't want to be around it. And that's what I did.
Wow. And then how do you even, man, there's so much, Ashanti. I feel like we're going to be talking and it's going to be your call time.
Go right to set.
You're going to have to go
Makeup
right
is
to
done.
set. Because my God. Because my God. I guess I'm wondering, like, all the things of somebody telling you ain't shit without me. I made you.
Make another one. Where's she at?
So you don't believe he made you?
Absolutely not. Fuck out of here. What I believe is that, and see, this is the thing. I'm not mad or hurt. I can say, yo, we were dope in the studio together. Our chemistry was like unmatched. It was so dope. So I know that and I respect that. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, I'm not tearing him down. I'm not trying to tear him. I'm not discrediting him. You know what I'm saying? And I don't take nothing away from everything that he put in. But you didn't make me. You helped make me great. You pushed me. I will always give him that. You know, I was battling rappers. I'm the only R&B female on the label. He would do stuff like give all of us a beat and be like, yeah, whoever writes the best shit to it gets the beat. Huh? I was here first. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, he pushed me, and I will, you know, I respected that, and I'm grateful. You know, Irv, he was very harsh. Sometimes if I wrote something, you know, he would be like, man, that shit is bullshit. I don't like it. Do it over. You know? And on one hand, it's good because it makes you be your best. And on the other hand, it's just like, damn, you got to be that harsh.
Right.
You know?
You know, it's so funny when I was watching him on Drinks, and listen, we came up similar in terms of like being around a lot of dudes. Mm-hmm. I could definitely be in a room full of guys and they talk crazy, mm-hmm. but you're so used to it. Exactly. And you can almost engage. I play Monopoly with Irv where he's talking shit and we're screaming at each other. Mm-hmm. I have guy friends like you have guy friends. Mm-hmm. But something, as I get older, sometimes there's a line, it's like a fine line between how you talk. I don't know. For me, that's just mm-hmm. me personally. Mm-hmm. I have changed a little bit. Like things that I tolerated when I was young, just because I was comfortable in the room. Right. You talk shit, you say something to me, I'm gonna say something back to you. That's how I was. That's how I survived. That's right. how I came up. I was mm-hmm. around dudes all the time. So they were like, bitch, and I'd be like, fuck you. You know, like right. I would just get in there and play dirty with you.
1,000,000%.
But at a certain point, you go, you know what? Don't fucking talk to me like that.
1,000,000%.
You know what I mean? You have to like buckle up in a way. And mm-hmm. I wonder for you, because you were around a lot of the same mm-hmm. type, right? Dudes mm-hmm. that talk crazy.
Yeah.
But we're used to it.
Mm-hmm.
At some point, did something switch for you there? Because it's one thing, I don't know.
It's hard because it's different when you care. When you don't care, it's like,
right.
You know?
Yeah, I guess.
Fuck you. Okay, fuck you too, you fat bitch ass motherfucker. Now what?
Oh, is that how you really feel? I feel like that's what she's...
You know, or fuck you. No, I don't want to fuck you. Right. You know what I'm saying? No, right. Thanks. No.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, so it's like... That. Is there anything else you want to clear up about the doc? Because it wasn't just that. It was like, I don't know. Is there anything that was said about you that you feel was unfair, or is any...
Okay, I think that's about it, y'all. I'm trying to look back and make sure.
At Vistaprint, we can get your brand into your customer's hand.
I'm trying to look back and I'm trying to make sure. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, y'all. Let me make sure. Hold on, here we go.
I should pull up her name because it was a dope story, but she was saying two things that I thought was interesting. One, it's like, you know, when women just say no, women are entitled to say no. Uh-huh. Even on, you know, real big levels, scary levels, but also on like, yeah, no, this doesn't work for me anymore.
Right.
And they shouldn't be attacked for that.
1,000,000%.
At any point, which I found really interesting. But also in the article, she was saying how it was really hard to watch nobody, like everybody laughing like it was okay how they were talking about you on that. How did you feel about that? Because there has been conversation. We know, you know, Fat Joe had some comments about how he felt about how Irv was talking. Mm-hmm. I saw a lot of like chat about how maybe Ja should have handled it.
Mm-hmm. I had a conversation with Ja, you know, and it's funny because me and Ja had a conversation about this interview months ago. You know, he told me. And when I saw it, first of all, I heard that it got edited 16 times. So what we saw was probably the light version of what really happened.
Wow.
Yeah. And to be honest, I think y'all told me that. You know, so wait, what were you saying?
You said you talked to him about it.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So yeah, so I talked to Ja about the interview, and I was like, yo, you know, you should have said a little more, you know? And he's like, but Bonnie, I'm Switzerland. But Ja, when you see somebody doing wrong, and then he gave me a good example, you know, he's like, yo, yeah, I love both y'all. Y'all my brothers and sisters. You know, you see your brothers and sisters fight, you got to stay out of it. Yeah, but if your brother goes and blows your sister's head off with a fucking 9mm, you just going to stand there? You know what I mean? So
I love that you could like have that conversation like honestly, and
yeah,
it sounds like healthy.
We spoke about it, and I feel like he did defend me. I feel like he didn't defend me enough. You know, I feel like, but this is the thing too, like that's who Irv is. We're all used to that. So it's not really anything different. It's different maybe for the world to see, but like everyone's kind of used to him being like that.
It's one thing when it's like clothes in the studio talking shit and blah, blah, blah. But it's another thing when it's like,
when you have a platform and you are publicly going out of your way to disrespect me, to lie on me, to try and paint a picture of me that is so false. That's why I keep saying it's a mental thing, you know, and it's not even to be funny. You know, it's like, I feel like he needs help because nobody in their right mind is going to think that that's okay. Now, I get that there's motivation, right?
There's also alcohol and lots and lots of weed. But I don't know if it would have made any difference.
Right. I don't know if it would have made any difference.
It would have made any difference.
There's a little bit of different motivation, right? I feel like Irv wanted, he thought that he could single-handedly make the whole entire world hate me and want to watch his documentary. So he did a lot of this, what I feel. He did a lot of this for ratings. I don't think he anticipated the shit backfiring on him and turned everyone off, you know? So that's what makes me sad, because I feel like we as a label, as a brand, as the staple in music, I feel like we as Murder Inc. deserved such a better story. You know, why didn't you talk about how we made Foolish? Why didn't you talk about when, you know, we went down and to Puff's office and got the Biggie verse? Why didn't you know what I mean? Why didn't you talk about how I had to write the bridge for Ain't It Funny on SkyTel and send it? You know what I mean? Like, why not talk about all of the positive things that we created and, you know, the Billboard charts and the award? Like, why not talk about even the blood, sweat, and tears that went into naming the album and how excited everyone was? And, you know,
how much more in my face?
Hold on, y'all.
You don't need anybody.
You chose to go down a path of trying to paint this horrible picture of Ashanti for what? What are you really gaining out of that? You think that people are going to watch a documentary because you're trying to shit on me?
When you're watching the documentary, there's a couple of things that I'm curious if you have anything to say about. Just number one, and especially in the comments, it was like him being married at the time. Do you have any regret about that?
You know, the crazy thing is, when we had a conversation, you know, Irv was like, I've been separated for years. I live by myself in an apartment. Irv had like a lot of females, like a lot of them. Yeah, a lot of, he used to give me his phones. I guess I'm even going to get into that, but he had a lot of females. So to me, I didn't know he was married for a long time, you know? And then when situations, you know, grew into situations or whatever, he would always just be like, yo, I've been single for a long time. You know what I'm saying? It's on paper, but we're legally separated. You know what I'm saying? And then I also felt like there was a lot of pressure. Like, okay, so if I say, does that mean we're not going to record? You know what I mean? So it became a lot of pressure. Mm-hmm. And I remember specifically being like, yo, I don't want to, this is too much for me. Like, yo, you're married. I don't want to go down that path. Mm-hmm. And he would just be like, nah, it's you good. We good. I'm not over there with her. I live over here. You know what I'm saying? I go to see my kids. I live here. That's over. I'm separated. That's done. You know? Mm. So it was just a lot. And then going back to that gullible Susie, that, naive Nancy, I don't want to hurt no one's feelings. I don't want to hurt, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just my personality.
Is that part of the reason why it was like kept so quiet, or were you just private?
I feel like he painted it a little bit more of a picture.
Understood. You made that point.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
but you've always been very private. Even your relationship with Nelly was like, we had to had to find out almost when it was over how real it was. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
absolutely. I've always been a very private person, and keeping stuff low and to myself. I'm not one of those that has to, again, go and beat my chest.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? That's just not me.
The other thing in the doc, too, was that some of the other women, like Vita's, Charlie, there was like a portrayal of you that you were like the queen bee of, Murder, Inc. And maybe their careers suffered because of the personal relationship and how much attention and energy he gave you. How did that, what did you make of that?
I saw, Vita had made some comments and felt like she had shown love and felt like she wasn't getting love back. And that was just very weird to me, because it was never on that time. And we barely, I don't think me and Vita had said more than like.
Hold on, y'all. Another A, honey.
Five sentences to each other,
like ever,
for 20 years. You know what I'm saying? And but it was never anything negative, never. You know what I'm saying?
You just didn't cross.
I mean, I feel bad that she felt that way. You know what I'm saying? But I'm you know me, Angie. I'm a very approachable. They used to call me. They used to call me the gummy bear. You know what I mean? So I'm not sure where that came from, but it was always all love on my end. And I think at the verses, I think she was talking to my mom, and I think she asked my mom about managing her, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't know.
So you were surprised by that.
Yeah.
She was not the only one in verses. Your old friend Nelly was at verses. We talked about this when you came to my radio show, how you said he. What did you say? I don't remember. That must have been a cute moment. It was a cute moment. Well, not cute for you. Cute for us.
Oh,
cute for us on the outside. Not cute for you.
Very unexpected.
Yeah. You have a lot of history with Nelly. I know you don't talk too much about that relationship, but now knowing, not by your choice, but now that we know a lot of your business, your relationship with Irv, I'm just curious.
Stop saying relationship.
The situation. So it's a situation with Irv. We know so much that we didn't really know before. I'm curious for you, like as a woman and everything you experienced, and how that transitioned and changed for you. Now you were in a new relationship for a long time. Did some of that carry? Like, do you carry some of that trauma, that baggage, that into the next one? Or was there growth?
A little bit. I do know that being a female from New York, again, just having a very savage like mouth. There are some people you can talk to like that, and there are some people you can't.
He wasn't into it?
He made it very clear.
Early?
Very early.
That's not going to work over here?
This is not going to work over here.
Yeah. Was that shocking for you?
A little bit.
Because you had come from something else.
Yes, and just, it was the norm. You know how we speak. It's the norm. Over there, it was definitely not the norm.
Was that good for you? Like,
I think it was. I think it was good. You know, there's just a level of respect. You know what I mean? And sometimes when you're kind of like getting disrespected so much, it kind of like doesn't feel like you're getting disrespected anymore because like you're used to it. And then when someone from the outside is looking in and they kind of show you like, yo, that's not how we talk to each other. Mm-hmm. And then you're like, you're right. You know?
Yeah, it's called adjusting and growing. Mm-hmm. And that's a tough adjustment though sometimes.
It's a tough adjustment. Yeah.
And then from that relationship to now, are you I'm just thinking about the trajectory of how you are in relationships and what you've learned. And what do you want now?
What I want now? Mm-hmm. I'm in an amazing space, you know, my career. I just feel like it's like a surge. Like I'm here talking about celebrating 20 years of my first album, getting a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, touring, shooting movies, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Putting out new music, putting out new visuals, books, you know, and I'm just in such a really dope space. I want to continue to expand and grow my empire. You know,
I think that's it, y'all. We didn't listen to Ashanti and Angie for almost an hour. I think that's pretty much it. So in so many words, she admitted to having a situationship with Irv Gotti that was never her man. He always had other women. He was married. She didn't know that he was married for a long time. He was trying to control her. He told folks not to work with her. He told her that people didn't really fuck with her in the industry. All of that good jazz. So comes to find out, Irv was just a damn narcissist. Irv was just somebody that wanted control. Irv just wanted to run her life and tell her what she had, what she could and could not do. That's all he wanted. And once he realized that he could not run her life, that became an issue. So that's pretty much what that is in so many words. But I just want to know, does anybody feel like Ashanti was lying? Do y'all believe Irv? Or do y'all believe Ashanti? Let's see. Let me do a poll here. Who do you believe? Add option. Do you believe Irv or Ashanti? I hope I do this right, y'all, because I ain't never really just did no poll before in my chat. I hope I do it. I hope I did it right. No, it didn't go the way I wanted to. Hold on, y'all. No, let me do the poll again. Do you believe Ashanti? Basically, do you believe Ashanti? Yes or no? That's it. Okay, so we finna go ahead. So y'all can vote in the poll. And let me know if y'all believe Ashanti or Irv. Well, pretty much if you say yes, you believe Ashanti. If you say no, you believe Irv. So we're about to go ahead and move on to the very next topic, y'all, because that one was exhausting. We was on there for a long damn time. Next one is Real Housewives of Potomac stars Karen Huger and Charisse Jackson Jordan. Okay, now as you all already know, Charisse is back on the Real Housewives of Potomac by unpopular demand. Okay, no one wants her back. We know this. She's back, and Karen Huger isn't fucking with Charisse at all. Like, she don't want to film with her. She don't want to be in her presence. It's something about her. As we saw in the Super Trail about a month or so ago, it was kind of like, you know, Karen even threatened to whoop Charisse's ass or something like this. So I don't know, but it was something that was said on Carlos King's interview that he did with Giselle. And I'm going to play that for you guys because she mentioned it. She mentioned what was going on. And I'm going to play that. And then I'm going to play Karen's opinion. Hold on, y'all.
Audio Bluetooth mode.
I'm sorry.
What is and a man? Are you dating somebody?
Hold on, you guys. Give me 1 second. Okay, so we're about to get into it now. I just found it. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's get into it. This is what Giselle said first on Carlos King.
What? Like, it's amazing to get that kind of love from people, especially when you.
I feel like Karen has a hazmat to avoid Charisse. I think Karen has a vaccination to avoid Charisse. And I love Karen, so this is like just fun shade. But what does Charisse have on Karen to the point where Karen is making every excuse in the book not to be around this woman?
A very good question. Now, that's a very good question. So we got to wait and see. However, I'm like, Karen, girl, it really shocked all of us that Karen went so hard in the paint, avoiding Charisse, saying she wasn't going to, I'm not filming with her. Oh no, Giselle. Charisse, what do you mean? Why is she here? Oh my gosh, I'm not going to give her that kind of life. Like, all of that was happening when we weren't filming. Like, I was like, what are you talking about? Like, Charisse is a day oneer. Charisse is an OG. Charisse has been around us even when she wasn't on the show. So like, I didn't get it, but then we'll see what happens. But let's be clear. Does Charisse have a lot of tea on Karen? Yes, she does. And it will be spilled. The tea will be spilled, people. Don't you worry.
Is the tea that Karen allegedly has stepped out on her marriage?
Carlos, I can't say all that. I'm getting a phone call from Bravo now. But I'm going to say, I hate these phone calls. I'm going to say that Charisse has tea that we've all known, but we just didn't spill it. Now, did you hear what I said? When Karen was screaming, Giselle's broke and she's a whore and she's a this and Hampton and the hot box and the sing and the wing and all that nonsense. Giselle still kept everything in the back pocket because I don't need to do that. And sometimes people need to secretly call me when we finish filming and say, thank you. Thank you, Giselle, because I didn't say it. But once the tea is spilled, now I'm going to talk about it. But I got to wait for, somebody else spilled it, not me.
Okay, one last thing, we're going to move on. Because, I am a huge fan of Giselle Kobe Bryant. So I remember that scene was last season, episode 1, that spilled over into episode 2, the first act. So you wore this beautiful brown leather outfit. Your hair was in a Beyonce single ladies bun, right? And me and my partner, first of all, I think he loves you more than I do. He's obsessed with you. So he and I were watching the episode, and you said something to Karen. Don't worry. I won't spill it today. I will spill it over time. And then you had like, it was like this imaginary dust that you were sprinkling over the table when you said, I'm not going to spill it now. I'll just spill it over time. Just answer this for me and I'll move on. The stuff that's being revealed this season, was that what you were talking about when you made that statement?
Yes. And even a lot is spilled, and I still got more that I still haven't said. And guess what? Karen doesn't even need to worry because 9.9 times out of 10, I'm gonna keep it to myself because not everything is for y'all. Because I'm actually a really nice person, so like not everything is for the people. So I'm probably gonna keep it to myself.
Woo! I can't wait until this. Okay. Let me stop fangirling. It was nice to see you and Mia get past the cancer.
Okay, y'all. So that was what Giselle said in regards to, oh my God, Dr. Heavenly is live with House of Aaron, child. Let me share this link real quick. Y'all know that House of Aaron is one of my good friends. You know, I love him. That's like my little brother. Let me share this real quick. Hold on. Let me share it to Twitter too, so everybody can see it. Okay, so now that I've done that, now that is what Giselle said in regards to why Karen don't want nothing to do with Charisse. Now Karen did a video and she pretty much had a message for Charisse. Okay, now I'm about to share the screen again. Hopefully y'all can hear it. If you can't hear what she's saying, please let me know, because I know that this StreamYard shit really be giving me the blues. So let me know if y'all can hear or not. Let's listen to what Karen had to say. I don't know why my StreamYard keeps doing this. Y'all say y'all can't hear. Let me play it on the Bluetooth speaker then. Let me stop sharing this. I don't know why it's do this is why. Ugh. Hold on, y'all. I'm finna play it on my Bluetooth speaker. Give me 1 second. That shit be pissing me off. It works sometimes, then it don't. Hold on. Where is it at? It's somewhere down here. No, I don't have to go to Neighborhood Talk. I can go to Twitter for it. Hold on, y'all, because I think I shared it on my Twitter. Ugh. Okay, there we go.
Not a teaser, because I've said it. I will say this. I'll tease with this. And it's really not a teaser, because I've said it in my interviews. I don't fuck with that woman because I don't fuck with that woman. And it's not because she got some tea on me. I want you guys to watch. And I know you all will agree when the truth comes out that you wouldn't fuck with her either, or anyone like that. I just say stay tuned. I will say that.
Okay. So that's pretty much all of what Karen had to say in regards to Miss Charisse. Pretty much in regards to Miss Charisse, you know, and Giselle, because I think this really came from this whole interview that that she did with Carlos King, that Giselle did with Carlos King. In regards to that, because she did say that there was a lot of tea that Karen that Giselle had in regards to her, and no, there was a lot of tea that Charisse had in regards to Karen. I'm sorry. And that is why Karen don't want no parts of her, because that's why she doesn't want to film with her, because she got a whole lot of tea on her. And my thing with Giselle is, I mean, I thought that you and Karen was on a good note. So why the fuck are you doing that? I just feel like Giselle really ain't nobody friend. She sits up here and she wants to act like they cool. They really not. Because my thing is, if they was really cool, she wouldn't even be doing it. You know, she wouldn't even be co-signing on the bullshit, to be honest. And Karen pretty much said she don't fuck with Charisse, and there's a reason why she don't. And they said, when you see the show, you will realize why she don't want to fuck with Charisse. And I'm ready to see why. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and move on to the very next story. And then after this, we got one last story to go. And that will be the end of Yes for the Mess, because we got to get ready for the Whether You Like It or Not panel tonight, honey. Okay, so as you guys already know, there was a time where Jemel Hill had spoken on Candiace Dillard's fight with Monique Samuels back in season 5 of the Housewives of Potomac, and they had gone back and forth. There was a lot that was said. Now, apparently, Jemel Hill was on Watch What Happens Live with Robin Dixon the other night, and she spoke on the incident that happened between her and Candiace. So let's go ahead and let's listen to what she had to say. Let's check that out.
How honored were you when Candiace came after you on Twitter, and how the two of you made amends since your online beef?
You and Candiace went at each other? We did, because So Potomac became my pandemic watch, right? So I'm watching it and experiencing things for the first time after a lot of you have already done it. So I saw the infamous fight, if you want to call it that, between her and Monique. And I tweeted the fact that Candiace, to be so little, she got a lot of mouth, and she was just like, drag me, and then she got drugged, and then she was complaining. I'm like, but didn't you ask this woman to drag you? All she did was follow what you said. So I said that.
How'd that go over?
It did not go over well. Candiace, she jumped all in my DMs, and she tried to Tyra Banks me with I was rooting for you and I supported you when you were going through all that. I never responded. I didn't take it personally. And if Candiace is watching, I really enjoy you on the show. But where I'm from Detroit, is that
the D.
From the D, when you ask for the ass whooping, you better, when your mouth can't be writing checks that, your fist can't cash.
Okay. So that's what Jemel Hill had to say in regards to Candiace and her appearance on the show and whatever happened between her and Monique and all of that stuff. So this is what I'm going to say, because I ain't going to drag Jemel. I'm not going to drag her. Because what I will say about it is that I don't 100% disagree with her on what she said in regards to, asking for it or whatever, because like I said, and I think I have to keep repeating myself when I say this, just because someone asks you to do something, it doesn't mean that you're supposed to do it. It doesn't mean you gotta do it. Okay. Doesn't mean that you gotta do it. However, with me, I just feel like this. I'm never going to get in a situation with someone and I know I don't want to fight, and I'm not going to sit up here and ask them, are you going to drag me? And then when they say, do you want me to? And they start flicking my hair, do you want me to? Do you want me to? Do you want me to? And then I say, drag me. And then they drag my ass. So it's like, for me, I ain't saying that it's right to do that. But what I'm saying is, I know that I don't want to fight. So I'm not finna tell nobody to drag, when they already said they're gonna drag me bare. I said this many times before. When they already said they was gonna drag me barefoot and pregnant and all, you know what I mean? It's just like they threatened to drag me when they was pregnant. They ain't pregnant now. So if they tried to drag me when they was pregnant, what the fuck are they gonna do to me when they ain't pregnant? That's the way I look at stuff. I mean, I'm just being honest. That's the way I look at stuff. That was my whole point. Monique was definitely wrong for putting her hands on Candiace. However, I'm never going to tell nobody to drag me or dare anyone to drag me. That's like you are underestimating the person that you are opposite of. You're underestimating your opponent by daring them to do something, because some people are stupid enough to really do the shit. That's my whole thing. Like, and of course, growing up, people used to be saying shit like that. Like, if you don't want to fight nobody, then stop it. We can go back and forth and toe to toe all day long. But one thing I'm not going to do is I'm not going to make, I'm not going to sit up here and tell nobody to drag me. That's the only thing that I fought Candiace for. You don't want to fight. You ain't with the fighting. So don't say, are you going to drag me? That's provoking. Are you going to drag me? And then the girl start flicking your hair. Do you want me to? Do you want me to? Do you want me to? Drag me. And then, it's wrong, but that's how I see it too. I've been saying that. That has always been my opinion on this. Like, never once said that Monique was right for putting her hands on her, but we also have to take accountability for certain things. Like, if I know that somebody already threatened to drag me once, I'm not gonna dare them to do it, and I know I don't want to fight. That's just me. But the Candiace stands already done drug her ass for filth already. Y'all already know that. Y'all know they done drug her ass for ultimate filth already. We know this. So Candiace didn't even have to say shit because her fans already took care of it. And that was just that on that. I mean, I already knew they was gonna drag her ass because Candiace fans, they be down for the cause, baby. So I already knew that they was gonna get her ass all the way together. I already knew that was gonna happen. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into the very last story because I gotta go and take a walk and shit. And I gotta take a walk and stuff, or whatnot. Not everybody is on the I don't fight tip. That's what I'm saying, Wendy. That's exactly what I'm saying. So we're gonna go ahead and get into this last story because I gotta take a walk and stuff and get my mind mentally prepared for this damn panel tonight, child. So here these two go yet again, Chrisean Rock and fucking Blueface. I'm so sick of them. Both of them look like they don't bathe. It's just I'm over them. Now, apparently, Chrisean took her ass on social media to say that Blueface put his hands on her. In so many words, once again, she alleged that Blueface physically assaulted her. Now, this is what she said at first, because you know she came back in with the rebuttal, child. This is what she said at first.
Busting up, busting off, you lying. You weird ass bitch. You lying. You're right. I'm just taxing my boy. That's it. This bitch ass nigga gonna beat me up. Like, what the fuck? So what? Let me jump out this motherfucking car, nigga. You gonna put me back just to hit me in my mouth because I wanna jump out the car. So you gonna pull me out the car? No. No. I tried to get out the car. He pulled me back just to hit me in my mouth. Then he called me on no police shit. No, bitch, I'm drunk and you're being a bitch. You're too comfortable to be me in my mouth. You're too comfortable to be in my face. There's no police shit. Nobody been police. The fuck, this is a busted.
Okay, so that's what she originally said on social media. Now she originally went live and started talking about how he put his hands on her, and she even took a picture of her with the bruises. Let me go back. Well, as a matter of fact, I'm just gonna pull it up on I'm just gonna show y'all on my phone. Let me take this off. Let me take the overlay off so y'all can see it. Can y'all see it? That was the picture. I need to wipe my screen, by the way, but that was the picture of her with the bruises. That's what she pretty much said at the very beginning, about them, having a physical altercation. I'm tired. Look, she came back again and claims that Blueface did not beat her up. So this is what she said after the first time. This is what she said.
Everybody fine. No filter, no makeup. I had a bad trip yesterday. It's a casino. Trying to jump out. The fuck this is.
Now she claims that he didn't put his hands on her. That's what she claims now. And I'm just like, but you said that he put his hands on you. You took it to social media, then the blogs picked it up, and now you want to sit up here and say that he didn't put his hands on you. What the fuck gives? And then everybody want people to feel so sorry for Chrisean and say, we need to take our own feelings out of it. We need to do this. We need to do that. We need to give her a chance. We need to give her some grace. I'm not giving her grace of shit. Okay. I'm not God. I'm not here to give you guys grace. I'm not. Because you look crazy. And I just think that it's toxic, and then people glorify that shit, and then you see it in the comments all the time. I don't care what none of y'all say. I love them together. I love them together. So you love a dude to be putting their hands on a woman, and they put it all over social media, and everybody got an opinion about it, and then all of a sudden, now everybody's wrong and say that everybody's dragging her or judging her. She put herself out there to be judged every time she getting on. I'm talking about that man putting hands on her. Are you serious? They go out there, goof off, do stupid shit. They bring shit to social media. 1 minute she punched him. The next minute he punched her. They look like they don't bathe. They look like they fuck and suck all day and then don't bathe. They look like they have sex and get up and put on some clothes and go out and still smell like it. That's what they give. Like, they are so annoying. And on top of that, Zeus trashy ass then gave their ass a reality show. Now we got to sit here and watch this shit day in and day out of them showing out and looking like complete dummies. But I don't think they're looking like anything. I just think that they are complete dummies. And my thing is that everybody be trying to defend Chrisean and all this other stuff. Why are y'all fans of these people? Why are y'all fans of these people? I don't understand. Why are y'all fans of this damn couple? Y'all love toxicity. Y'all love these toxic ass couples. I don't understand. I don't get it. It ain't nothing cute about neither one of them. I mean, she looked like a complete idiot, and we're supposed to feel sorry for her. Every 10 minutes, she get her ass on like, he put his hands on me. I can't take it. He put his hands on me. This nigga put his hands on me. I'm just out there talking to a boy, and he put his hands on me. He put his hands on me. Oh my God, he put his hands on me. I deserve so much better. He put his hands on me. I went and got a show with him on Zeus. He put his hands on me. He be cheating on me, and he put his hands on me. I took my tooth out of my mouth because he told me to, and he put his hands on me. I look like I don't bathe because he put his hands on me. I'm doing this and doing that. Why? Because he put his hands on me. He put his hands on me. Then I'm going to turn around and say that he didn't put his hands on me. Like, girl, shut the fuck up. Just shut up. I just can't. I can't deal. I can't. It's so ridiculous. I can't. I really can't deal. Like, it's just stupid. I can't. And that's why I made this story the last story of the show, because she's so stupid and so ignorant, and so is he. And like I've always said, he can't rap. He's a light-skinned ass Silk the Shocker. I'm tired. Y'all wear me out every time I talk about y'all. I am tired. We are tired. We don't give a fuck no more. Y'all love to say she's crying out for help. She's crying out for help. She's crying out for help. And we're judging her and she's crying out for help. She's not crying hard the fuck enough. She sits up there and she put that shit on social media all day, every day, looking for some fucking attention. I can't, y'all. I'm done. I'm sick of it. Like, no. I'm tired. I'm absolutely tired. But y'all want me to feel sorry for this stupid ass person. Y'all want me to feel sorry for her? No, ain't gonna happen. So with that being said, you guys, we had about 140 people up in here overall. So that was pretty decent. Because it really ain't nothing to talk about right now. But with that being said, y'all, this be your boy Scotty by Nature TV. Be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, and share this video. I definitely appreciate doing this. Nah, not appreciate it. I definitely appreciate y'all watching. And I definitely enjoy doing this for you guys. I really do. The next time y'all see me will be on the Whether You Like It or Not panel, and it will be on Giving You the Real Tease channel tonight at 9:15 Eastern. We'll be talking about nothing but the Housewives of Potomac. All right. I got a little bit of some Love and Marriage Huntsville tea to give y'all, but I'm probably gonna film the video tonight and put it out tomorrow. That's probably what's gonna happen. But you know, that's probably it. It's probably gonna come out tomorrow. I probably, depending on when the panel is over, I'll do those Love and Marriage Huntsville tea videos tonight. But if not, I'll just do the lunch Love and Marriage Huntsville teas tomorrow when I get off of work. But either way, you'll see it tomorrow. So with that being said, y'all, I am out of here until the next video. Until y'all see me on the panel, I'll see y'all then. Bye, y'all.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Jemel. I just wanted to say that I have a new project that's out. It's called Mixed Feelings. It's on all streaming platforms. I would hope that you would go and check it out. It's a really good feel of an album. It's got everything you need and more. It's got R&B, it's got a little bit of pop, it's got a little bit of hip hop. It's everything that you need and more. It's out all streaming platforms, like I said. Please check me out, and you can also follow me at IAM_Tramel. That's IAM_TRAMEL. Check me out. I hope to hear from you.